Hello everyone, this is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full-time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for a couple years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm about to go into what we were shipping out today on Tuesday. It's a pretty rainy day, but it started out last night where there weren't too many sales, so I was like stressed out again. But then I woke up and there was a lot more. And Netta stays up a little bit more than me, so she's dealing with the offers when I'm basically getting ready to go to sleep. But yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it. So the first thing is Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds Tech Tree poster. So these things usually come in PC boxed games, and then people love these tech trees. They are for RTS games, so real-time strategy games. Yeah, basically you have to have like this before you can build this unit, and then this before that. So yeah, people like to look at these. This folds out. This one's pretty big, a pretty massive one. I've never played the PC game before, but yeah, apparently people like this one. This sold for $20 just for like the insert map. So yeah, I think I've had situations where I've sold the insert almost more than like the complete game without the insert before. So yeah, the inserts and the cool posters like this are definitely worth it. All right, next up is an Xbox controller, which we got from the person where we got all the manga and stuff like that. He sold me this controller because the left Joy-Con had drift on it, so this part's basically broken. He said someone could fix it if they want to, so I disclosed that in the listing. But yeah, this is a pretty cool Fallout controller. Fallout's super popular. It always has been. The show did pretty well. I think I haven't checked the numbers, but I'm pretty sure it did well because we were selling a lot of Fallout stuff as it was airing. So yeah, this one sold even for parts and for repair, $40.49. So hopefully they saw that that was, I mean, it's in my title and also in the description. It was really hard to price that one as being like broken, but I know that they can fix it just because the person who owned it personally told me it was just the drift on the left joystick. All right, so moving along, we have a lower to the ground sale, meaning less money. This is just a free comic book day Mickey Mouse comic right there with like Robin Hood. I don't know anything about this one. I buy like big bulk boxes of comics once in a while just to like try to bite into it, but I don't know too much about comics. Once in a while, I'll get something that sells for like $10, $12. I usually pay very little for the comic stuff just because I don't know what I'm getting, and usually the people who are selling like a big bin usually kind of know, so they're just trying to get rid of it and they don't care. So yeah, $5 is pretty much like the lowest you can probably get for like a comic, or like in my head, like $5 is probably the lowest we will sell something in general. I think we have something slightly lower today, but yeah, that's not our goal. But yeah, I got it as a big bulk lot. So I usually now lot up those like free comic book day comics and stuff now, and I'll sell them for like $20 or something for like 10. So technically getting five is pretty good for that. All right, moving along, we have a Privateer Press poster. I had another one of these, so I just relisted it. I had a bunch of these. So this right here is going to have, I think, all of the rules on it, or at least like quick start rules on the back side of the poster, which is pretty cool. It's actually a practical poster, so like one side's going to have all the images, and then the other side's actually going to have stuff you can use, which I think is pretty cool. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, it's going to be Prime poster. I think this was basically like their first or second edition. So yeah, it's just a promotional poster, and here's like a lot of rules on the back. So yeah, stuff like this does pretty well. I have more of these listed, like I said. I do sell this one occasionally. Oh no, I'm having struggles figuring out how to put it back together. Do people have issues putting these things back together? I always have to like think about it. I forgot to like make a mental note as I was unfolding it out and how to fold it back in. I figured it out. This one sold for $13.50, which is pretty cool. All right, next up is a catalog. Ooh, I forgot to grab it, but I was just listing them right here in my bin. And that is currently sleeping. We haven't been able to get good sleep because our cat keeps waking us up for food because I kind of messed up her food schedule. Too much food, I guess. So she's expecting it more, so she'll come, and how she gets our attention, she's genius. She is like really smart. If she wants something, she will figure out a way. Seriously, smartest cat I've ever had. She'll find something that makes like a nails on a chalkboard noise, so like a cabinet, which is the worst because we'll have to like shut bathroom doors and stuff like that so she doesn't ruin cabinets. But like paper, she'll just go shh, 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 scratch it, scratch it, scratch it, and she's not like damaging the paper. She's just making like that noise that just like it drills into your brain. You can't think about anything else but the noise. She'll do bags. She'll like just like she'll lightly take out her claws and throw the bags. All right, so we've been waking up from her. All right, so I'm letting her sleep while I record the video. That's the whole point. That's a long ramble. Cats are fine. It's my fault for messing up her food schedule by giving her too much, so she's expecting it when she shouldn't be getting it. All right, what catalog was it? Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm still looking. I listed a bunch of stuff. All right. Edmund Scientific. This thing is a catalog from 1995. So yeah, this one's in really good condition. I got a bunch of stuff from people clearing out their storage unit, a couple storage units away from mine. I bought a bunch of magazines. There are other stuff they're going to sell me throughout the year. They said they have a bunch of books that I really want to buy, but they're just, it's a shared families thing, so she has to ask like her brothers and stuff if they want to sell it. I suspect at the end of the day, probably yeah. I think one of them's like out of state, and the other one, I don't know where the other one is. So like, eventually people don't care about the stuff, which is sad. But that's what we're here for, to pick it up on eBay and sell it to someone who will appreciate it. This sold for $31.49. Super cool. I saw none of these listed. It's a lot of cool like nostalgic toys in there. I figured that this thing, like a lot of like kits and stuff, really cool. I don't know. I liked looking at it, so I priced it higher because I knew someone else was gonna value it highly. Because there was also, I think, like none for this particular year. There's other from this company, but none in this condition, none from this year. So yeah, catalogs have been really on fire for us. But we always knew this. We just haven't been able to find them a lot. So being able to get a bunch from these people was great. I still have some more to work on today. Maybe I'll show it at the end of this video. All right, next up is a board game board right here. This is just the board only. Someone taped up those for the Gettysburg board game. I don't know if we've been on YouTube long enough to show that we've sold this board game complete before, but Gettysburg has like a grayish, bluish box. I don't know if I want to fully unwrap this just because these are like delicate. Let me see right here, just like part of it. Yeah, people love these military games and like hex games and stuff like that. So yeah, this is just the board only. I got a bunch of boards for board games that were being parted out. This sold for $14.40, so pretty cool for just a board. Most of the price is going to be into the shipping. I didn't write down what we have for shipping or what the customer paid for it, but I know like that's going to eat more into it. These would probably sell faster if they were less weight and less dimensions. All right, next up is a guide to Japanese grammar right here. Look. Oh, hi, Mindy. Hey, what's up? Say hello. Okay, you looking outside at the rain? All right, I won't bother you. All right, a guide to Japanese grammar. We got a bunch of these educational books from the person we got, the Nendoroids, the Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. So it's really cool to see this, the books sell. These were kind of like the extras in my head, like the fries to the whole meal, so to speak. So it's cool seeing these sell. Like I didn't actually know anything about these. These were a pure gamble. They could have sat there forever. They could have been junk. They were really hard to price because prices were all over the place on eBay. This one sold for $21.99. In my head, for the educational books, I was like, if I get $10 for each of them, I'll be like super happy. So yeah, getting $21.99 for that is extra super happy. All right, next up is a little outlet. We had a bunch of, let me see, where did I put it? Oh, right here. We had a bunch of these like electrical outlets and stuff that we bought, like Ernetta bought from a auction a long time ago. Excuse me. She just started going through it. So yeah, this one, there you go. It's just like a little outlet for someone to work in. Oh, it's like a cover, right? So maybe if you're near water or something, I'm not an electrician, so I'm just taking a guess by looking at this. Maybe if you just need to protect it from kids, animals, so this is gonna be a little cover for it. Remember earlier I said normally like $5 is the minimum we sell stuff for. This sold for $4.80, but I think that was during the time where she was getting big bulk auctions really cheap, like a couple dollars plus the auctioneer fee was like 10% or something like that. So yeah, there was a bunch of stuff. She listed a full bin of different outlets, $4.80. It's pretty cool for us, at least, to dig into something old and just start getting money from it. All right, last thing for the day is a vintage tin right here. San Francisco cable car. Looks pretty cool right there. It's just like kind of like a square tin. It has like a little like vintage note on it. It's hard to see. Yeah, it's really hard to show. But yeah, this thing was clean on the inside. We got a bunch of tins from, I mean, all over the place, but the one that I remember or is noteworthy was an estate sale. There was a garage full of like 80 or 90, and I randomly went up to the person. I didn't really see them haggle with too many people, so I was just like, oh, this is just a shot in the dark. And I was like, oh, how much for all the tins? And they're like, oh, all the ones in the garage. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, give me a number. And in my head, I was like, I'm not dealing with the space or cleaning these things. So lots of it's really cheap. So I was like, I will do, I think it was like $15. And they were like, done. I was like, oh wow, okay, cool. I guess I'm doing this project. It was a lot of space here, and but yeah, I mean, we made a lot of money from it. But yeah, that was it was almost like a joke price for me because that was kind of true. I wasn't gonna mess with the space at the storage unit, space here. I actually had to clean them all out because there's always like little like dust and bugs. It's nasty, right? And not all of them are messy. It's just I know I'm going to have to deal with that going through a bunch of them, right? There's like 80 or 90. And it was extra weird because they also had like a discount that day for the estate sale where like whatever our total was, it was knocked off like another 10 or 15%. I think it was the last day. I think it was like the last hour. So we just happened to stop by, so we got lucky. But yeah, but that's everything for Tuesday. It actually ended up being a pretty good day. Not like the craziest numbers wise, but like the controller was pretty good for $40. A couple other $20. The catalog's pretty cool. But yeah, let me show you real quick about what I'm going to list. Probably right after this video. Let me see if I can like do this properly. I wasn't prepared. Oh, I already listed that, but yeah, I'll just show you. This was Holiday Inn from the Chicago City Center. This is like a vintage notepad. We do pretty well selling like vintage stuff from known places like Holiday Inn. Excuse me, more catalogs. Musician. We sold this one, Delia's. I think we sold some of these before. So yeah, Venus. It's like a I think like a bronze swimsuit magazine. Victoria's Secret. Probably not going to show that one just in case. Whatever this is, M Mode. I know it has Laura Croft character on it. Yeah, I don't know what this one is. Sky Mall. I think we sold something like this. Airline like mall catalog. Oh, this I don't know. This looks like a weird some kind of like PC game. I have no idea what this is. I really have to dig into it. Cyber War. Looks like there's a missing disc, unfortunately. But like I don't know. This could be cool. There's Game Informer. They've canceled that recently, so this could be worth something. Oh, another Game Informer. Yeah, just stuff like this. Another Victoria's Secret catalog. I'll probably just avoid showing that. Just like I said, just in case it's not too bad. All right, Electric Gaming Monthly, pretty cool. And then we got like an Xbox magazine, and it was really nostalgic for the Xbox magazines. So she's keeping that one. I can't show it right now, but yeah, I'm gonna work on this stuff and then some like other random stuff behind me, so I don't have like a big plan. Usually it takes me longer when I don't have a big plan of what I'm listing for the day. I usually like to think about it the day before, but yeah, I don't know. I was just didn't. All right, you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have an email link down below if you'd like to sell us some stuff. We'll always take a look at anything, and yeah, take a look at our shop if you want. Yeah, just view it. All right, have a good one. Cheers.